am the smallest fry among these players, but if I win, it will be the biggest win.
I didn't really think that I would have a chance to be on a really big stage.
Welcome to Singapore.
We have more than 20 games titles congregating in Singapore. First time in the world that we have that.
Everyone has a chance to win.
Muhammad Aleef.
I'm going against the best drivers in the world.
It's showtime.
People always link esports to gaming and associate esports with the conventional e-games such as your Mobile Legends or Counter-Strike. But actually, there are a lot of e-gaming titles translating the physical sport into the virtual world.
The objective for us was really to create the best combination possible between virtual active sports, mobile games, console games, computer games. And these ones are bringing real athletes to the virtual form of sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome!
The inaugural Olympic Esports Week, Singapore 2023, has a lot of gaming titles coming to Singapore on a single platform.
And the Olympic Esports Week 2023 begins!
So the 10 games selected were taekwondo, virtual taekwondo, tennis, tennis clash, shooting, Fortnite, sailing, virtual regatta, motorsport, Gran Turismo, dance, Just Dance, cycling, Zwift, chess, chess.com, baseball, e-baseball Power Pros, and archery, tic-tac-toe.
Please give it up for the players of the Olympic Esports Series 2023!
We have more than 130 players from 64 countries here in Singapore.
We have 18 Singapore players participating. For some games, it was an open call. There are also games with leaderboards where this is global and whoever that is top on the leaderboard will then be invited to Singapore to compete. For example, Gran Turismo, they held a 1-week-long qualifying period, just like how F1 will do. And for those who qualify, then will get into the finals.
I love the speed and the exhilaration and the thrill of racing. I've raced in many different countries and competed in world championships. I turned pro in 2018. I've won 7 Asia Pacific Championships, 3 North America Championships. One of the main games that I play is Assetto Corsa. By the Olympic Esports Week, we'll be racing on Gran Turismo.
Aleef is on the charge.
I would say that Gran Turismo isn't really my forte. Dynamics of the game, the handling, the physics model is where it differs. But the main thing is learning the fundamentals of the different games and then trying to improve on that.
I'm 15 this year. I was only 3 years old when I first started taekwondo. Currently, I have more than 150 medals from taekwondo competitions. I actually started taekwondo because of my mom. She was actually my coach. I see basically videos of her fighting and like winning. It was really inspiring. When I heard of Olympic Esports, I felt that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. My opponents are Olympians. They are stronger in real taekwondo. But in the virtual world, it's a new game. Everyone has a chance to win.
Dancing is a major part in my job. I teach about 3 to 4 workout classes in a day. I first played Just Dance actually in 2010. I was hooked at that time. Just Dance is to mimic a character and the controller will pick up the movement whenever we move and score us accordingly. There's an online tournament mode where you can compete with other players. I was able to score at least the top 3 almost every time. I decided for fun to post my scoreboard in Facebook. Ubisoft Singapore, which is the publisher of Just Dance, approached me and asked me if I'm interested to participate in Olympic Esports Week. In my head, esports is for the youngsters. I'm 38, so I feel that I might be out of place. But it's the Olympics, that's why I agreed to join.
In the Olympic Esports Week, we are focused on games that mimic a real sport. Esports also involve training, just like any sportsman.
Every time I train, it could go up to 8 hours a day. I do like to go for really long sessions so that I overload myself. It's just to build mental stamina. We usually measure speed by lap time. I would aim for about 1 minute 14 seconds. I think that's the optimum time to really aim for. The most important thing is to make sure you're on pace. Because I'm a big fan of Lewis Hamilton. I've always wanted to be a Formula 1 driver, but didn't have any sort of funds to get into Formula 1. So the affordable option was to go into esports. So every time Formula 1 came to town, there would be a lot of road shows out there. I'd go down to all these different places and take part in all the free competitions out there. That was the only way that I could learn how to drive. So racing has always been my passion and my dream. My ultimate goal, to be world champion.
The 7 players I'm facing, they are influential in the Just Dance community. I know I have a whole lot to catch up, to actually listen to the music, dance and practice. For the competition, we were given 11 songs from the Just Dance database. We'll be competing in 3 rounds. So in the first round, we will be best of 1 song. Round 2 will be best of 3 songs. If you are able to score the highest, then you get to go to the finals. The mindset of entering this competition is to think like an athlete. It's super tough to juggle training for Olympic Esports Week, juggling work, juggling motherhood with kids. Shake, shake, shake. I have 2 boys, aged 7 and 5 years old. My eldest boy, Zayan's in the autism spectrum. I try to actually make sure that I squeeze in some time to read to them or just play some little activities with them. Time is not my best friend for this competition. Then, it's okay, it's okay. Sit down, sit down. It's 11 plus now, so this is the only chance where I can do serious streaming. And my kids are asleep now, my husband is asleep. Each time I try to get better scores for each of the songs. Get the mega star right to the end.
Real Taekwondo usually focuses on the strengths and the techniques, whereas virtual Taekwondo is mostly on stamina.
For virtual Taekwondo, so it's more on speed instead of power. Okay, so you need to go in, make it score your opponent. Okay, so you try. I want speed, no need power, just speed. We go. 1, 2, switch.
Real Taekwondo actually helps me in terms of how to actually do a basic kick, how to move around, shift around, and dodge the opponent's attacks.
3, 1, 2. Okay, nice. Bend your kick as much as you can. Faster than that, come on. 5, 3, 1, 2. Nice one. One more time.
Training for virtual Taekwondo It's mainly when we practice how to get used to the system. We actually have these sensors called nodes. We hold these controllers and then we get a headset. Each player will have a health bar, and with every hit, our health bar will keep decreasing, and whichever health decreases to 0, they will get a knockout and the opponent will win.
Ready? Fight!
I realized that virtual taekwondo is actually a lot more different than I thought. If you want to defend, you have to move away from the leg because you can't really block the hits. I changed my technique to actually running around and attacking from behind. It was actually more effective.
Red player wins.
The World Taekwondo Federation actually drew lots and my opponent was Leonardo. He's around 40 this year and he fought in the super heavyweight category in the Olympics.
90 kg. 90
Yeah, that's
kg?
right. In virtual taekwondo, the age and weight categories don't really matter. So you could get a really small person to fight a really big person. It will still be a really fair fight. I'm going against the best of the best in the real taekwondo.
You could actually win him. Anyone can win him. Anyone can win guys.
Win in power.
Yeah.
The Olympic Esports Week 2023 is going to be a fantastic 3 days of virtual sports as we make history in this new chapter of the Olympic movement.
It's showtime.
Siti Zhywee.
I'm not gonna let anything get to me.
All of us are here to win.
I don't think I want to fail.
Mr. Thomas Bach, IOC President.
Dear players, your stage is set. Your time to shine is now.
From Singapore, Muhammad Aleef.
42 laps for the drivers. We know strategy is going to be hugely important.
We can choose between 3 compounds of tyres, hard, mediums and soft tyres. So hards are basically the most durable, but they are the slowest. And softest is the fastest tyre, but the least amount of durability. I had a two-stop strategy, and I've decided to go for hard tyres because by using the hard tyres, I have to stop one less time compared to everyone else. So I feel about 40 seconds ahead.
The Olympic Esports Series Motorsport Event Finals are underway here in Singapore.
So if this works, everyone will be like, wow. Basically, go hard or go home.
Introducing our players. Siti Zhywee.
We will be holding Nintendo Switch controllers. The controller will pick up our movement. Whoever have the highest game score will earn 2 points. There are 3 judges who can award 1 point each to their preferred player based on the performance, the style, and the movement. The player I'm up against is from America, and his name is Azlano. He had won some competitions from other Just Dance tournament.
Without further ado, Azlano, Zhywee, take it away.
The first round is the most crucial because you're only given that one song to actually nail it. If I don't do well in the round 1 song, I can kiss the medal goodbye. We started dancing. Around 1 minute plus, my opponent got disconnected. So we had to stop for them to fix the controllers again. It does throw me off a little bit because I was ready to go full on.
Looking cold live, anything can happen. Keep the energy going, can we have some cheers please on stage? here we go.
Just like real taekwondo, virtual taekwondo also has 3 rounds, 90 seconds. And the fight ends when one person get a knockout. Players who win will proceed to the quarterfinals. My opponent was Leonardo. He was like 2 to 3 times bigger than my size. In real taekwondo, one kick from him will actually send me flying. But in the virtual world, I think I actually have a chance.
3.5 laps now remaining as we come to start lap 39 then here.
3 laps to go, there was like a sinking feeling that the strategy wasn't really working. I thought everyone would stop one more time. Felt really bad, to be honest. But I was just trying to get the car across the finish line.
What a drive from the Frenchman, Kylian Drumont, who wins the Olympic Esports Series motorsport event.
It was a very risky strategy, but it didn't work out, obviously. So I ended up finishing 11th.
We want to make sure your system is working as well. I just got the thumbs up. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, take it away!
We started off the second time, and it seems that the controllers for both of us seems to be running smoothly. I was fully focused dancing to the song. The song ends and I knew I got the highest score for the Nintendo Switch. Automatically, I would get 2 points.
And here's the update. Scores will now only come from the judges, all right?
Huh? Hey, what happened? How come I was not being informed there was a change of rules, that they are not going to do the game score anymore and just purely by the judge score?
Aslano, my point goes to you.
Aslano gets a point.
And you are both amazing, but I must say I really felt the cuteness with Zhywee.
Second judge awarded his point to me. I needed 1 point from the next judge for me to advance to the next round.
Zhywee, you make some mistakes sometimes. For the energy, I choose Aslano.
Aslano! Big round of applause, please, for Zhywee Low. Thank you very much.
I was in the blur, so I went and clarified with the officials. They decided to remove the game score because they had a situation with their Nintendo Switch controllers. And then due to time constraint and the other players already start the semi-finals. If I was being informed earlier on, my approach to actually competing will change and I will focus on the artistry of the movement, the choreography. I didn't lose fairly. I got little chance, but being taken away, it was a little disappointing.
Round 1. Ready, fight!
So in round 1, I realized that in terms of moving around, Leonardo isn't really strong at that part. I just went straight for the kill. Like, I didn't even give him a single chance to attack me. I just ran around him and then KO.
KO.
My confidence level went up from a 6 to like a 9.
Round 2. Ready, fight!
In round 2, his defense actually had gotten stronger. My stamina was starting to get drained and I had to move faster than he was going to block. I managed to knock out Leonardo in 2 rounds. This is something that would never happen if it was real taekwondo.
Great attempt from Leonardo Basile. Daycia Low brings home the victory today.
I felt even more excited as I finally get to go onto the big stage.
From Singapore, Daycia Low!
I'm gonna be up against Niger in the quarterfinals. He is one of the stronger competitors among all 16.
We're going to the first round of this quarterfinals between Daycia Low and Nigel Tan.
So as round 1 starts, I could sense that Niger was actually pressured. I just started by moving around him.
Okay, come on Daycia, come on Daycia.
And looking for his blind spots and kicking there.
Going down for Low, but she kicks high again. Tan coming forward, back.
I started running around even faster.
Good job, Daycia!
That's how I won the first round.
Yeah, hopefully she can win the second round.
Round 2. Ready, fight.
That round, but I want to see more of that here. I think she could.
Nigel has caught on with my techniques and he already knows what I'm going to do.
Let's see if Daycia can do it today.
KO.
1-1. It's very, very critical now.
Whoever wins the next round actually goes to semis. I started to feel a bit pressured.
Ready, fight.
You see, Daycia is moving more on her feet now, but Nigel manages to catch her each time.
Well, her energy is low as well. Nigel Tan on the cusp here. But Nigel Tan needs one more big kick, and that will get it done.
I got trashed in the third round. I feel kind of disappointed in myself. Losing on a big stage is very sad because it's like losing in front of everyone, like a huge crowd.
So how? Oh, well done. Okay, you did well, okay? You did well.
Good job. Proud of you regardless.
So this whole Olympic Esports week has been such a mega experience. I would do this again 100%.
I met my idols in this competition and like I felt so accomplished just winning an Olympian.
This whole journey has been a roller coaster. Many people think that Just Dance is not worthy to be in the Olympics East stage, but I tell them, you try lah. Yes, I dare say I'm an Olympian, and that's going to be part of my resume. That's the biggest bonus I get from this.